Hello everyone, welcome on back to Riverbend Springs. Alright, so first things first, we do actually have the canola field ready. It is ready to harvest, so of course we're gonna make sure we get that done, because the plan, well, the ideal plan that I had was to make this the grass field and then eventually combine these two fields. We can actually make that happen. The sheep aren't going through too much grass right now, so it's fairly, easy to make do with that. We bought one bale and they've been good. We are actually making pretty good progress on a container of goat milk too. We'll send that off for now. We also have this field here that needs to be weeded. But yeah, last time we had almost 50 liters of goat milk, and that was 2 adults I think we had. Now I bought 3 extra adults. Now we're up to 171 liters. Now I do have the, extended info display mod? I think that's what it's called. It just came out today as of recording, so you can see all the limits and how much water you have in there, all that stuff. It's quite a nice mod. I had it in FS22, and it looks like they might have built upon it a little bit. So you can see it in the silo as well. You see what's in there, capacity used, all that. We almost have another thing of wood beams too. I'm also just interested to kind of see, how does this progress and what are the next steps. So now we should be, to the next step in this. I'm not sure what the, requirements will be. Maybe we'll need more wood for, maybe it's planks, whatever it is. We'll see. I'm gonna guess it's gonna need some sort of, cement, though. Let's get that turned off for now, and I was looking at contracts like I usually do. There's nothing super great in here. Obviously, I like my cultivating ones. I really do. Like, honestly, the soybean one would not be bad. You'd probably make a lot of money from it. I'd have to consider that, because it's pretty good price right now. Yeah, I think I might do this one, actually. I think it might be worth it. Not that far of a drive to the sell point, either. I think we'll only do that one, but... I'll grab the trailer just in case. Yeah, this field only needs to be weeded. It doesn't need second layer fertilizer or anything. I'm hoping that, once this field is done, we can at least get it cultivated or grass to go in. I'll get that hooked up, but... And I did actually go ahead and get a forklift added. I brought it up on Houton. Nobody had any issues with it. We'll just have a forklift at the store. It does kind of make sense. I think most stores would probably have a forklift on hand. And I did add a second one here at the warehouse. Because I need to get into that. It would kind of make sense for there to be one at the warehouse as well. That's where you can buy, like, pallets of cement and, pallets of planks and stuff. So it makes sense why there'd be one there, too. I was looking at the goat milk production stuff through the dairy. I went into a separate save and just kind of looked at what kind of the ratios are, the recipes and stuff. It's obviously the price for, like, bottled goat milk and goat cheese is less than just raw goat milk. There is a reason for it. We go this way, right? Yeah. It's basically double. So if you put 10 liters of goat milk in, you'll get 10 liter or 20 liters of bottled goat milk back. I think it's like 3 goat milk for goat cheese, and you'll get 6 back. So you, you basically double it. So bottled milk is definitely the way to go. you'll make an extra, trying to think, basically $3,000 off of your goat milk. The small production doesn't seem like it goes through much, which is kind of expected. Like, it's going to go through a couple hundred liters a month, which is not a ton, and I know we're going to be producing that just with our what, 45, once they're all adults in there and it's full, we'll be easily producing that. So we might end up selling it just direct as is for a while, make as much money as we can, and then, you know, buy a full-on dairy. You can do goat butter as well. That is a thing. Well, it's butter, but it's just 3 different recipes. Yeah, I figured I should look into that because I was kind of curious. I didn't want to buy a dairy just to find out that we'd be making far less money on it. We'll see how well this yields. Like I said, this does not look like it's probably in the best shape of the world. This is doing pretty good over here. They're doing some weird lines. I probably could have set them differently and would have been a little better, but I think the buffaloes might be nice too. I looked at those. So just normal buffalo milk is $11,000. You make into buffalo mozzarella. Max is $24,500. Bottle is $8,000. That's the same case where it's double. So you use 10 liters of this, you'll get 20 liters of this. The buffalo mozzarella, I think, is double, too. If I remember correct. I might be incorrect on that one. I was mainly focusing on what the goat stuff was. But yeah, we might honestly have to look into doing some buffalo. As expensive as their pen is, to be able to actually get buffalo milk is going to be at least $250,000. That's just for the pen. That's not, you know, making your custom pasture or anything like that. So I know I was saying in Huton, I think I brought it up in here as well, you know, the game feels a lot more difficult than 22. I think a lot of that has to do with the mods. I think it really does. I mean, if you really think, you know, to get milk from cows, buffalo, it's going to be 250,000 plus. Let's just say 300,000, you know. There's going to be a mod, and we all know it, that's going to come out, and it's going to be like 50,000, and you get to actually have your milk. Like, that's a good case right there. Like, that is kind of how it is. Even, another one would be a baler, square baler. So the cheapest, like, full-size one that can do full-size bales is 164,000. In 22, I had a mod that I think was 10 or 15,000 for a square baler. I'm gonna have to see on wood beams. We might sell them. As much as I might need it for the next, you know, phase on that, but if it's worth it, I might sell it. I did turn off, yeah. We only have wood beams right now. They're one of the more expensive products to have. All right, wood beams, yeah, there are 10,500 at the playground. Maybe we can sell them, I'm not sure. That's a different story, because we tried to bring planks there yesterday and we could not sell them. I think it might work now. Because we'll actually have, it's actually needed for this step. So I think it might work. And pretty soon we can have the John Deere hop into a cultivator for that. Well, I'll go ahead and get this field weeded. Alright, so the combine is done with that field. So we can probably get this put on the cultivator, I'm thinking. Because I'm going to probably grab the John Deere and bring the wood beams down to the playground. We'll get, you know, a nice $10,500. I'm going to assume it's needed for the next level as well for the shed. But making money's also pretty high on my priority list. Does it fit in here? Okay, I'm going to put it on this side because I keep forgetting that it's on the other side half the time. But yeah, I'm going to assume the next stage for that will require probably cement or something. They seem to be nice to have, but I do worry if, yeah, we'll do that. If they might be a little expensive unless you own the production. That's kind of what I've seen so far. I could have spread this with fertilizer, I guess, beforehand. It's already going to get started, so it's not going to matter too much. I could spread it now while it's working if I wanted. We'll have 2 fields of canola to be sold this winter. And we should have oats as well around that same time frame. I think that canola field might be ready next month. It seems like the canola might be a shorter growth time now. So I seem to remember it used to be close to a year. But it's definitely less now. Those possible growth times are a little different. Oats still seem to be about 4 or 5 months. I haven't seen anything quite yet on growth times and stuff for crops. I'm sure somebody has tested it by now, but I haven't went and looked for it. Alright, so we ended up with just over 8,000 liters. So we're talking 16 grand or so. Plus another field, so I would imagine you'll get over 30,000. Nice part is, in the future for the grass, I'll only need to do this once. Because once you mow it, that's one layer. So I'll only need to do this once in the future. So we'll do it once after planting as well. Which I guess grass is not the worst field in the world to... Oh, I accidentally hit the worker. I didn't hold the button long enough. I wanted to look at the steering assist. Makes it a little bit easier on this, I've learned. I don't waste so much on the edge, which makes it very much worth it. Let them finish. Let them get started. I don't plan on selling any of the greenhouse goods this month. They're starting to actually go down a decent amount, so it's going to affect, obviously, financials a decent amount. Grain tank over there's 80% full, so we'll try to get over there here shortly. and get it emptied. I would think that whole field might fit into the one trailer. Oh. Soybeans are not like the top yielding crop. It's just how much they're worth is what makes them so good. So we'll send them off again. They're gonna take a second, find their way, and then they'll be good. Hey, that's the field we did spinach in. At least the drop-off spot is a little bit closer this time. Alright, so I'm going to bring the wood beams down to the playground. Like I said, I'm assuming they're going to be used probably in the next level of that shed too. But this is also $10,500, and we have plenty more wood to be put into beams and such. Alright, so the playground is right up here. So we'll see if it'll accept this. I assume it would if it's on that stage. Maybe? So yeah, that's a little bit worrisome. Need to be higher, maybe? Yeah, I don't, Yeah, I don't know. I can't seem to figure it out. So I doubt the other site here can accept it either. I was kind of obviously hoping to sell it here. It's a little bit higher priced. Otherwise, Grain Elevator Museum supposedly accepts it as well. Not sure where that exactly is. Way down here. I guess we can try there. If that doesn't work, then I'm going to have to see what's going on. Because I know I've seen people sell stuff at the sites before. So I'm assuming I must be doing something slightly wrong. Alright, so here is the Grain Elevator Museum. I think we can go this way, right? Looks like we can try cross. Probably would have been better if I went the other way, but... Cell's fine here. And this is gonna need, yeah, a bunch of planks long, wood beams, all that kind of stuff. Now this will have, I think it has all of our collected stuff. The collectibles and stuff that we find will show up here. Yeah, I recognize these. A couple of smaller ones. So I guess for the time being we'll work on this more than the playground. I don't have the... this is having a lot of issues. Having to manually stop it and then start it on the ends. But, yeah, this is done. Yeah, I don't have the dev control mod active, or not mod. It's not a mod. The dev control ability active in game. So I can't pull up a lot like the... where the spawn locations are and where, you know, triggers are and stuff. So I can't find it. So I've used that before in 22. I had the dev control mod for that though. I have not activated those in game. Haven't really had a use for it, so I don't really worry about it. Can I set a worker to bring this back up home? Okay. That's a really long drive. I just drove it all the way over here, so. Willie's. Is this the wet restaurant? Yeah, this is the restaurant. Look for collectibles since I'm here, I guess. Oh. 16 left. Kind of impressive, honestly. I might need to move out of the way. Okay. Only 16 left, so we found 9. So we've got $90,000. Are we gonna have to put this on the ship? This seems like a question I should have asked before I did this. No, okay. We made $5,000 extra. Plus we'll get the, what, $6,000? $5,500. So we made $10,000 off of that. The harvest contracts are definitely the best. Yeah, the workers are not having a good time on this. It's something with this field, because I think I've had them cultivate this field before, and they did not have a good time. I think it's just something with the field. All the other ones seem to be pretty dang solid, so. Kind of surprising when there is an issue, almost. Yeah, the playground, I'll just keep bringing stuff to the grain elevator museum for now, I think. It's possible we need to buy the production there. I wouldn't think so, though. Alright, so the cultivating is done. I'll grab the cedar. We can get that going. It might need seeds. Possible. I like how we have this giant shed here, and I've just been parking 2 things in the actual inside of it. So, to be fair, I think if it was up to me, I wouldn't have this large shed, probably. It doesn't have the bays I would want, but there is enough room we can put, you know, bales and stuff around it. Yeah, 71 liters does not seem like it's going to go very far. I'll get this started here, though. Alright, so I got the seeds. I'm not sure if we'll need them. Just tab over to see how it's going. It's 50 liters down. No, it's like 25 liters down. So we'll just drop those there for now. I need to fill up the chickens. I didn't do that last time. Yeah, they're pretty low. I need to feed them, actually. Almost a full pallet. Yeah, almost a full pallet of eggs, which will be nice to sell. They're worth a decent amount. Full pallet of them. I think most of the young ones are probably adults now. No, there's still some youngins. I think the pen itself is full, but there's still some chicks. I think once these are fully grown, it should boost the egg production just a little. How's this doing? 10,000 liters are in there, so we don't need to fill it. Goat milk. Ooh, that's good. It's gonna be so good. It's gonna be so good. These guys right here, they're gonna make us rich. They don't know it, but they're gonna make us rich someday. Yeah, it's probably gonna need to be filled up. We'll grab one pallet. I did buy a second one too. Figured we'll use it eventually. Honestly, I kind of wish we still had those transport missions from like FS17, FS19. I'm not sure if 19 had them. Pretty sure 17 or 15 had it though. Because I seem to remember playing that game and needing like a couple $100 or something for something, or a couple grand, and just doing transport missions. Hey, come back here. I seem to remember doing that quite often. Just grabbing whatever tractor I had a front loader on and then bringing products around as I needed. It's kind of difficult to see where they've been here. Do steering assist. I almost need to keep the lines, don't I? I can't change the work direction really, because that's how they're gonna do it. Looks like they basically did most of the inside. Yeah. And now we just have this to do. There is just a little bit mist right down the middle I see here. John Deere is fine where it's at. Yeah, it's gonna be crucial that we'll get a bunch of this. I think as soon as we get this first cut off of here into hay, I'm gonna buy more goats. Because they seriously might actually make us a ton of money. Like, I can't say that enough. Like, they could definitely help us a lot. And I think I'll keep bringing wood beams down to the Grain Elevator Museum. Again, I mean, it's not as worth as much as the playground, it seems. But it was still, you know, 9.5, 10 grand per 1,000 liters. And that's basically a month. So if we can get to the point where we're producing almost 1,000 liters of goat milk a month, plus, you know, 1,000 liters of wood beams, which at some point we'll change it, you know, because I don't want to always be producing that, but we have other, you know, needs and stuff. I think it needed planks or long planks, so we may switch to that at some point, get it filled up, get it going to the next level. I don't know if that would need cement bags or not, because it's basically there. It just needs to be repaired. But I don't know. That's something maybe we could actually, you know, do ourselves. Without the need of worrying about trying to get rope factories and all this other stuff. We might already have most of that on hand. Well, I think I'm going to go ahead and we'll just do a time lapse. So I'll talk to everyone once the time lapse is done. Alright, so this should be the entire field done, and then we'll fertilize it probably next time. We can kind of fertilize it whenever. This should be the whole thing done, though. We'll double check, of course, just yeah, that looks pretty dang good. A little bit of double fertilize already in there. Yeah, the chili peppers and stuff, like I said, I think we're going to be waiting for a little bit to sell a lot of those goods again, because it seems like they're going to slowly be on the decline right now. Like, they're not bad, but for us to sell at the kiosk, which is my preferred spot to sell it, because it's not far away. I don't need to get a flatbed or anything. It's $170 less than what I could get. The enoki, that's not as big of a one, $100. And oyster mushrooms, it's again $200-300. So I'm gonna wait for it to be back up here again. We'll have a bunch to sell, and we should be able to make a absolute ton of money from those. So, and obviously, eventually we'll have goat milk to sell. Not sure when, but we will hopefully soon. Wood beams will keep coming. We might be able to sell one of those per month. Bring it to the museum. Yeah, the playground, I'll try to take a look at that maybe off camera in a separate save, see if I can figure it out. I Googled it and I didn't see anybody say they had issues with it. So, take that as you will. I might just test if I own the production, if he'll take it, or if I talk to Grandpa first, because I suppose you can about the playground. Just to try it, so. Anyways, that is everything for today. Thank you everyone for watching. Hope you enjoyed. Hope to see you in the next video. Bye.